Hello there, Drew here over at Arcturus Cinema headquarters, and at any rate, I just wanted to create a new video for you guys. This one's really exciting. It's a project I've been working on that I'm happy to announce, so definitely stay tuned. If you're a Cyberpunk fan, you're gonna love this. So I'm just gonna dive right into it. So I have taken one of my inspirations for Mindfall. If you don't know what Mindfall is, it is my Cyberpunk series of short films that I have written. So I've written mini short films that are going to be coming out soon, and this most recent one is going to be the one I'm going to be starting with. So this is going to be the short film we're going to be starting with, because the other ones are a little bit more involved. I have more intense, I guess, action scenes and more locations, aka it's going to be more expensive. So this one though, this one's going to be more of a modest budget, and it's less locations, and it's just really cool concept. Anyway, so if you are a fan of Cyberpunk video games, then you probably have heard of Syndicate. So Syndicate came out in, I believe, 1995 or 1996, somewhere around there. And I don't remember playing it. I remember watching my dad play it back in the day, and I just thought it was really cool. I loved the art, and just the opening sequence, the opening scene is like amazing, and it was really ahead of its time. And it was like a huge inspiration for me when I was creating Mindfall. What I decided to do for this short film is to essentially take the concept of the opening scene and expound upon it, dare I say. But as you can see in this opening, right, we're introduced to this shadowy organization, and they run someone over. It's in a car accident. Take this person to this secret corporate facility. They experiment on him and turn him into a cyborg, right, with cybernetic implants. And then at the end of this opening scene, we see him now as a new corporate agent, as referred to, I believe, in the game. What I wanted to do for the short film is do something short and sweet, very similar to that concept, but expound upon it by introducing this character. Who's this guy who gets run over? And so we are introduced to this veteran. He's coming from best transfer station, and so he's kind of down on his luck, and he receives a phone call from his mom, and he looks at the phone. He's debating answering her, but then he decides not to. And he just continues to walk and continues. He has like his luggage, like a backpack full of, clothes and all that stuff, And he's walking down the street, and that's where the accident happens. We see him being spied upon by these thugs, and then he gets ran over, similar to how he is in the Syndicate opening scene. And then we see him get experimented on. They install cybernetic implants and all this stuff. And then we go into a montage of his first kills and missions and things like that as this sleeper agent, where he's assassinating targets, sabotaging things. He's stealing technology from another corporation. And then we also see in this montage his new life, because they installed a new identity. And so we see this new life that he has. And anyway, I don't want to spoil it, but the rest of it is really cool. The way it ends is really cool. If you've seen my Cyberpunk film, Binlowes Locker, there's a really sweet cameo of one of the characters from that film at the very end. So I don't want to spoil it, but if you know, you know. And it's going to be a really cool way to introduce not only this world, but the problem of this world with this shadowy organization to these veterans. So we are witnessed firsthand of how sinister he is, and this nefarious thing he's doing to these down on the luck veterans. He's preying on them and turning them into these sleeper agents to do his bidding. And so it's just going to set up that concept very well. And probably I would say 10 minutes, maybe 15 minutes, maybe shorter than that. So we'll see. There isn't a ton of dialogue in it, so I would say probably around like 10 minutes. That's what we're aiming for. But it's gonna be really cool. I had a lot of fun writing it, so it's gonna be really awesome for you guys. And I've alluded to it in other videos. is we're gonna have a behind the scenes videographer, and with this behind the scenes content, and later I'm gonna, of course, do some commentary and things like that. I'm going to make how-to videos of how you can make your own cyberpunk short film that's grounded and gritty, and you don't need a ton of money for visual effects and things of that nature. And so it's going to be very exciting to share that with you guys. But at any event, thank you so much for checking out this YouTube video. I really appreciate it. If you haven't subscribed already, please subscribe to this channel. I'm looking to grow it, to put up more tutorial videos and awesome content for filmmakers and content creators. So please also hit that notification bell so you know when the next one is coming out. But at any event, thank you so much for checking out this video. You have an awesome rest of your day, and I'll see you in the next one.